about the defensive identity. Holding another team to under 100 points, was this as close to the identity as you were hoping so far?
Absolutely. And as crazy as it sounds, there's another gear. Still had some miscues there, but I think who we are is set. Now it's just a matter of how disciplined can we be over the course of 48, but we were pretty disruptive.
Speaking of disruptive, AJ Lawson, another great game. How have you seen his game even grow from last game?
I think honestly, it starts with his defense. He's very, very active with his hands. We talk about being sharks out there off the ball, and he's a shark. The moment he senses any blood in the water, he's going. And that's what we teach, and he does a great job of that. And so he gets himself going with the easy ones in transition. And then we do a great job of finding him on the perimeter and half court.
What are the biggest improvements you've seen in AJ's game defensively from last season to now?
Just his discipline. He's always been naturally gifted and athletic, and kind of really been able to play passing lanes, but really challenging him to be a more disciplined defender. I think when he combines the two, his instincts with high level discipline, and he becomes special on that end.
What about the 30 assistants we got today?
I love it. We share it, we spray it. If you could hear the locker room, the guys are excited for each other, and we talk about playing for each other a lot. And I think that's a byproduct of that.
What's it like to see the reaction when J-Mo had that huge block that threw the ball and see how happy the team is for each other?
I mean, that's pretty special. This is a group that, like I said, loves to play for each other, and they're invested in each other's success. And I think when you have a roster full of guys that have that mentality, they become a true pleasure to coach. So I'm lucky to be able to coach those guys.
Drew, Mobo back down, didn't have his best night, but you left him out there.
Not down.
Well,
he's with us.
Yes. But not having his best night, but you left him out there. What was kind of the thought process behind that?
Well, I mean, I never judge a player's success on the floor based on whether the shot's going in or out. He was disruptive. He got his hands on a lot of balls. On ball, he had a ton of deflections. Off the ball, he's disruptive. He's blocking shots at the rim, rebounding, running in transition. So he can impact the game in a multitude of ways. And, whether the ball goes in or out, as long as you're playing with multiple efforts and guarding, you can stay on the floor.
What did you say to him when you came out? There was that timeout where I saw you run out and you kind of had a little conversation with him. Can you share any?
Well, he's a high-level competitor, and so am I. So when there's a standard that's not being met, sometimes you gotta hit it full force. And he accepted it and got right back into the game, and he executed.
Lowest number of points allowed through 3 games in franchise history. You're holding teams to 32% from the field. I know you said you had a good camp and you expected the defense to be good. Did you expect it to be this good this far? And just needs to get cleaned up even more now.
I expected us to be one of the best defensive teams in the G. That's our goal. And like I said, we had an incredible camp. That's our identity. Hold our guys to an extremely high standard, as you can see, and they've elevated the standard. So now we got to be consistent.
What do you think? You said you could even get better. What do you think still can improve?
Limiting fouls.
Okay.
So yes, we're getting a lot of deflections. We're turning guys over. But that also comes with some fouling. And we understand that. However, there are some fouls that we can clean up based on a lack of discipline.
The defense and obviously the high-pressure defense, the transition that results are the obvious standouts from the play. But can you tell me what are some maybe less obvious aspects of your team's play that you feel deserve attention?
I think just the way that we space. We let the ball breathe. I think when you have a team or a roster full of talented players, at times you can rely on talent in one-on-one situations, and I think we do a pretty good job of playing with space, allowing the ball to breathe, and then just playing with the pass. I think that's incredibly challenging with a talented roster, but we do a good job of it.
What did you think of J-Mo's football skills today with those 2 passes?
Oh, he's good. I love it. He's always looking up the floor. We talk about first touch a lot. The first touch is once we get it off the glass, what's our first look? And it's up the floor. So he's playing to our identity offensively there.